Alright, so this is going to be the very first video on the ranked trading concepts. So pretty much how this is going to work as you're going to start at the bronze rank and move your way up the ranks, learning more and more complex concepts, and I'm going to just pretty much teach you everything I know about day trading and try and keep it as condensed and simple as possible. But this is going to be a pretty short video. But before we get into concepts, we just need to talk about if you should actually try and become a day trader. And the first misconception we need to get out of the way is it's not a get rich quick job. So you just got to go ahead and realize that. I would say it's going to take anywhere from like 2 to 5 years to really become profitable. It's super dependent on the person. Some people probably could learn it in like a year. Some people it could take 8 years. But we need to keep in mind, like, this seems like a lot, like 2 years, 5 years. It's hard to imagine that in the future, but that is pretty relatively quick for how much money you can make off of it. You know, that's 2 years is really not that long in the grand scheme of things. So I really do want you to try, at least try, and see if you can become a day trader. And I really do think every single person can learn the concepts of trading. The concepts really are not the hard part of becoming a trader. I really think you could learn the concepts in 3 months, and you're just going to learn the concepts as you go along, just better. I use the exact same concepts that I knew 1 year ago or 2 years ago, and I really just have a better understanding of them now, but I knew exactly the same concepts. Where it really becomes hard as a day trader is the two things. You're going to need experience in the market, and that's just going to come with time and just seeing like tons of data and tons of market data, and just seeing all the different market conditions that you can be put through. And that's going to be why it takes you at least like 2 years, because there's so much. Most of trading is literally just knowing past markets and learning from your mistakes. So experience is a very big thing, and that's just something that can't be taught. And then the next thing is the psychology of trading, and this is why a lot of people can't become day traders. I think everybody can. It's just you're gonna learn a lot about yourself and learn a lot about your trading style, and you're gonna get humbled in the market. Everybody does. Every single person is gonna get humbled by the market. The market is gonna cook you over and over and over again, and that's where people are set apart. The person that can get beat and just continue to get back up and continue to use it as a learning opportunity. This doesn't mean just continuing to throw money at it and hoping that it works. It's the person who can not take it personal when they lose in the market, and they choose to learn from it and just continue to develop their strategy. And no one's perfect. Everyone's gonna have terrible trading days all the time, and it really is very mentally taxing. So that's another thing you got to think about before you try this, is you're gonna really need to stay disciplined, and you need to have confidence in yourself and be able to know that you can do it. And I believe that you can do it. I believe that anyone can learn day trading, and I think it's a great skill to learn. You learn so much about yourself. You learn the most about yourself and what you want and aspire to be. So I really think it's one of the best things to learn. It's a very high value skill. But now we need to just go into the basic things you need to have before we really start going into concepts. So obviously you're going to need some sort of device. You're going to need a phone, a computer, a PC, an iPad, whatever, just so you can you can learn the concepts just with pen and paper, and I would actually suggest you do that. You're going to need a journal for trading. That's a very important thing. You're going to need to be able to journal your trades. I actually kind of journal my trades by making YouTube videos. You can do that as well. Make YouTube videos about your experiences and about the trades you take, because you need to learn from your mistakes. But there are two key websites that we're going to use and that you need to have. A website that we need is going to be this thing called TradingView. Let me go home. So it's going to look like this. You're going to just click in the top corner and sign up. It doesn't cost anything, and the very basic plan is like all you really need. I have the next plan just so I can go back into past markets and have more data to pretty much just to make videos to show market recaps and do strengthen my strategy. But you don't need that if you're just learning the basic concepts. So first thing to do, just mess around with it, see how it works. Right here you can shrink and make the graph bigger, and then you're gonna have the time frames, and I'll get into that on when we actually start making concept videos. Make sure your thing is on candles right here, and I don't use indicators. You really don't need that much settings on. I have this new drawing sync and layout, and then I have this magnet thing. It's on the weak magnet. That's just gonna be it's just gonna make your life easier just putting that on. But you don't really need anything settings yet. If we have settings, I'll show it in the other videos. So that's all you really need for TradingView, and pretty much what this is gonna be is this is gonna be our graphing website, so we can look at data and look at the concepts where they actually happen in the market, and it's going to be very helpful for you. You can actually link this to your trading accounts too. I personally don't. The prop firm that I trade on has its own platform, but if you're trading with a lot of other ones, you can just link this to your TradingView account. And this is the most well-known charting company pretty much. And the next thing is not this one in particular. I think this used to be called Tradeovate. It's called TradeStation now. You can just look it up online. Just look up futures paper trading demo accounts. I'm sure a lot of them will come up. Pretty much what it is doing is you make an account, you choose paper trading, you're trading with completely fake money, simulated money. Just make sure that you're doing a paper trading account. But you're going to need this, not currently, you're really not going to need this right now. But what you can do with it is you're going to be able to test your strategy and just look at the live market and see if you are a profitable trader. It's going to let you trade without using real money just to kind of get a sense for it. And it's honestly just pretty fun to mess around on. So stuff like this, I know TradeStation, I guess this is what it's called now. And yeah, you could pretty much just look up futures demo trading account, and I'm sure there's gonna be a ton of them. You just put your email in, they'll usually give it to you for like 2 weeks. So that's really gonna be it for the day. So this is gonna be a short video, obviously, but tomorrow I'm gonna come out with the first trading concept. I haven't really decided what it's gonna be yet. It's probably gonna be just the basic candle, learning how to read the charts a little bit, and just highs and lows. Very simple topics. So I hope y'all like the video. Please like and subscribe if y'all haven't, and let me know if you have any questions or anything to tell me in the comments. All right, see ya.